Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and today's video is going to be about Shameria Thomas. Now, Shameria Thomas was 36 years old, and her boyfriend Travis Collins was 35 years old. But on September the 23rd of 2017, they were in a domestic violence fight while driving down Highway 10. They were fighting pretty ferociously, and at some point Shameria was, I don't know if she was thrown from the car, but she ended up outside of the vehicle and was hit by two minivans that was traveling behind him. Now Travis is still incarcerated awaiting trial. But what we would like to know is, how did Shameria get out of the car? So Holy Spirits, angels, and ancestors, please help today with the messages. And we're going to use this deck here to get our first 3 cards. So, Spirit, please lend us the energy of Shameria Thomas and Travis Collins on the morning of September the 23rd of 2017. This one. September 23rd, 2017. I would like the energy for Travis Collins and Shameria Thomas. Alright. So we had the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Coins, and the 8 of Cups. Now the 6 of Swords is showing like a sanctuary. And I know she was traveling to drop him off so she can go back home. But this sanctuary card I'm getting is, during his interrogation, he noted that he had just started a new job. And that would allow them to be able to move in together. Even though they've only been together for 2 years at the time, they already had like more than 1 or 2 domestic violence disputes on file. And this 8 of Coins is the energy of stacking money. So one of them was actually trying to save money so that they can move in together. But this 8 of Cups is somebody emotionally walking away. Now, during his interrogation, he said he had been accusing her of cheating with her auntie's husband, Trent, for the last 2 months. Now, I meditated on that myself before I started this video, and that energy of that isn't there. He was just an insecure person. But let's clarify this 6 of Swords. Spirit, what is the energy of this 6 of Swords? Who was reaching sanctuary? Was it Travis or was it Shameria who have found a sanctuary? The Wheel of Fortune, which is things were changing quickly, and when you get a job, things do change rather quickly. But that's not what I'm looking at this card. This here, this little crosswalk thing, to me is showing, I kind of feel like when you're driving or when you're on the road, you always have you know, like little signs, road signs and mile markers and that sort of a thing. But you also have exit signs. So this 6 of Swords energy of the sanctuary is her wanting to get off at an exit, but him not allowing her to get off at an exit. And on his paperwork, he is charged with kidnapping. So this is that energy. Alright. Spirit, can you tell us why he wouldn't let her get off on the exit or even stop for gas? Why was she not allowed to exit up the highway or stop for gas? Oh, there it is. Alright. And this is the loyalty card. It's a positive card. because it has 2 triangles at the top. But this card here is the feel of they had made this trip several many a times in the last 2 years. So this loyalty is not the being loyalty in a relationship, but being loyal to getting on off the highway and getting where they need to go. She always made it off the highway before, why not now? So even though he wouldn't let her exit the car, in her mind, in her heart, she still thought that she was going to be allowed to go free when they got off the highway. Alright, now let's clarify this 8 of coins as to which one of them was saving money so they can be together fully. Spirit, who was saving money? Or who was thinking about saving money? Was it Shameria or Travis who was wanting to save money? Who wanted to save the money? Was it Shameria or Travis? Alright, the King of Swords. So this is Travis, who didn't feel like he had enough money. He wanted to not only make more money or save more money, he wanted to be treated like he had more money than anybody. You see the way he kind of sitting up here on this gold throne right there, even though we all know it's Humpty Dumpty and he gonna fall off the wall, but this little gold part of the chair is insinuating that he wanted to be treated like he was the man, like, it's all about him. But he knew in his heart he did not have enough money for it to be all about him. So Spirit, can you please give me the energy of Travis once he realized that he would not have enough money to live the life that he wants? How did that affect him? How did Travis feel when he realized he was not going to be able to have enough money to live the life? There it is. Alright. Alright, so the way he felt about the money brought about this organization card. Now this could be when he kept saying he had got hired on by Tallahassee full time. So perhaps the full-time job would have allowed him to eventually have that life that he wanted. But that was a long ways off still. And not only that, but the energy I'm getting with this card is, you got to think, by the time they got back on the highway, he had done bloodied her nose and her mouth already. So, and she had an order of protection against him already. So that was going to be the end of that job as soon as she called the police. So it's like in this moment, while they're on the highway, he had begun to mourn the loss of that job that could have gave him this life. Oh, that was heavy right there. Alright, let's clarify this one more. Is it the loss of the job what sent Travis to put Shameria outside of the car? Was it the thought of the loss of the job that motivated him to put her out of the car? Caught him. Was it the loss of the job that motivated him to put her out of that car? What was the motivation to put her out? Alright. The Three of Pentacles. So this is working together in a group. So it was the loss of the job. Because as you can see in this Three of Pentacles, usually in this deck, these vines have like flowers and stuff on there. But this is all thorns. There's like maybe one little blossom right there and one little one right there. But all of this is just thorns and dried out. So yeah, it was the thought of that future being dried up. Alright, now let's move on to the Eight of Cups. Because this Eight of Cups is giving me the energy like I think she was about to try to break up with him. Who was moving away with their love? Who had become uninterested in this union? Which one was walking away? Caught it again. Alright. This was her, the Queen of Cups. She was wanting to walk away. See him? He on the back of the truck. He just going on with got his cups and he's out of there. So it was her. She was wanting to just like, you know, it's too much. It's fighting you every day. You accusing me of just dumbest stuff in the world. Alright. So she was ready to be done with this. How did her wanting to... Well, how was her losing interest in the relationship affecting Travis? How was her loss of interest affecting him? There it is. Alright. The authoritative. Well, this is like the Hierophant, but the authority figure, he still wanted to rule over her. And he was probably thinking, I can beat her into submission. See, the authoritative down there, that's how he was feeling when she was starting to lose interest. Now he's going to, you know, beat the interest back into her. Alright. So we got those first 3 cards clarified. Let's get into one of these questions. Now, one of the questions is, and we're going to, you know, I'm going to use this deck here. One of the questions is, was Shameria already dead when he put her out the car? Because even in his interrogation, he had to admit that ain't nobody just going to let you throw them out the car at 70 miles an hour without trying to fight you. Unless they already dead. So let's see. Alright, Holy Spirits and angels and ancestors, please assist me with these last 2 questions. Was Shameria already dead when Travis put her out of the car at the 182 mile marker? Was Shameria already dead when he put her out of the car on the 182 mile marker on Highway I-10? Was she already dead when she went out of the car? Was she already dead when she went out of the car? Oh, 2. Got a twofer. Alright. And this is interesting because I usually don't get many reversals. So we got the 10 of needles, which is like the 10 of swords, which is rock bottom. And we got the 4 of cups, but it was reversed. Now the 4 of cups is usually the melancholy card, to where, you know, the apathy, you're not happy, you're not sad, you just kind of void. You know, you're nothing. So for her to get the 10 of needles in the 4 of cups in reverse will answer the question to me that yes, Shameria was already dead when he put her out of the car. Now, we got one more question. Now, this is a bit of a loaded question, so beware. I'm about to ask a loaded question. And I'm going to use this deck to do it. Spirit, can you tell us why Travis was so angry from the beginning? What had happened to Travis within his life that caused him to not trust women and be so insecure? Why was Travis feeling less than a man? What was his problem that caused him to be so violent? Why was Travis insecure? Why was Travis insecure and violent? Alright. So we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is, usually pages are all about messages. But that's not what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at is it me or is this man done come up out of a garbage can? That's all a bunch of garbage he walking around. And them shoes look kind of old too. Kind of looks to me like he was insecure because he was just like, you know, pages aren't even men all the way yet. They're like little messengers. You know, gophers, the person that you send to the store to go get you something. So I think that might have been like that deep rooting of wanting to be treated like a king. He wanted to be treated like this, but he was really like this, and he couldn't keep it in no more. All right, now I gotta ask about his family, and then it's the last question, and we're gonna let it go. Did Travis see fighting growing up in his house as a child? Did Travis see his mom and dad fight as a child? Did Travis grow up with domestic violence as a child? Was he simply doing a learned behavior, something he had learned from years of watching his parents, or was this something all on his own? Was Travis coming from a family of domestic violence? There it is. All right, let's see. All right, no, he did not. This partnership, this is a good partnership. The ring is solid. It's solid, it's unbroken. These are the two triangles at the top. This is a lot like this loyalty card, but it's different. This to me denotes that his parents' marriage was solid. And out of that, he was not watching his mom and dad fight. That was just what was inside of him. Now, again, I am Cleopatra Wallace, and if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, or you can subscribe to my channel, because who knows what's going to happen next.